over here is, every one of us has some action we want to do, which is good. However, action that you want to do, there must be a timeline when you want to achieve it. I have some of you give me feedback to say, oh, I set this timeline, but by then I don't achieve it, so how? I say the timeline could be flexible, but you shouldn't give up. I can tell you, maybe 3 months later, I don't really get it, I only get 20-30% of it, and I continue to pursue it, eventually I'll get it, but if I give up, finish. Okay, that's one example. Second example is, you must understand what is the value that you can create by doing that action commitment for yourself. And I told this table, I say, you need to really understand what is good for me, what is good for others. Don't always be a man or lady with a legacy is what is good for others, you forget about yourself. Then when other people disappoint you get very frustrated, you give up easily. So in this particular exercise over here is, look deep in you, you must be protected. Then only you have the energy and ability to protect others. So this is how it goes. Me, others, but not being selfish. Selfish means everything is me, I don't care about others. Right? And every action that you do, you need to ask yourself, at the end of it, what is the kind of benefit I can gain from this action? Don't do it just for the sake of doing it. Example, we have one person over here to say, I cannot find my passion. So I asked her, why you want to find your passion? She said, I want to find something I love to do. I said, after you found something you love to do, what does it help you? I will become happier. I said, okay. So when you become happier, what benefit it give it to you? When I'm a happier person, I have happy relationship with my family, colleagues, and so on. Then I believe that this will help me to do my job better. So the benefit is that it's not about finding your passion. It's because you want to have a joy so that you can have a good interaction with people who go with you. You see, the ultimate benefit is what? It's not about passion per se. So you need to really go deeper to understand the reason of doing everything. Then it's only meaningful for us to say, we have an intention of living. If you have a time, you can go to the bookstore to look for this book, Intention Living, written by John C. Maxwell. A very good book, not very thick book, very thin book. Then that book gives you a lot of self-awareness, why I live, why I do, why I behave. It's wonderful, right? Okay, any questions of this? I cannot go through every one of you. Keep the action commitment. I know that when come to 4/4/15, you will have another action commitment to fill out for your company, right? Transfer this to that will do. No need to write a new one. So you already have written the action commitment to it. Later on, you just transfer over, right? Okay. Now, how many of you actually every day when you go to work, you are always so excited? I use the word always so excited. I don't use the word you are excited all the time. Always means sometimes you may not be excited. Or every time before you go to work, you're damn worried. You're so frustrated. You're like, another day coming in. I have this senior manager in Malaysia that I coach. This is what he told me. Every day when I go to the office, I have worries. I have fear what will happen to me next. Do you think this person can be a high performer? I'm still coaching him. Maybe yes. Okay, tell me what will make him become a high performer where he lives in fear and worries every day, is it? Better. Okay. There are a small percentage of people who can perform very well under high pressure. Pressure could be the work pressure, but for him it's an emotional thing. I feel fear, I feel worried. chair there, what would happen to me next? Healthy or not healthy? Not healthy at all. Not healthy at all. What about you then? Every day you sit in your chair there, what's the emotion that you have? Full of joy. Full of fun. No. Full of what? Threat. That's even more interesting. Now, every day we get up. If early in the morning something happened to you badly, will it affect your mood the whole day? Today, it happened to me. As I got into the taxi already halfway through, I realized that I didn't bring my handphone. And this morning, I got up at 6:30. I got actually a message from one of my customers in Malaysia. And this lady put down there, call me urgently, something serious. But I didn't call her yet because I was rushing to come here. So I text her back. I say, could you tell me a little bit? Must I call you now or over the lunch? Then she didn't reply me. And then I left the phone in my hotel room. Then I came here. So I walked in already, I realized, oh, I don't have the phone, but there's a disturbance inside me that what happened to her? Is she going to commit suicide because I didn't bring the phone? I asked Mr. Locke to help me, say, could you go back to my hotel and take my phone urgently? But that affected my mood a little bit. So when I brought back my phone until now, she didn't reply me. You know my emotion now? When someone early in the morning, especially your counselor or your coachee say, call me urgently, I'm in trouble, for us, it's our responsibilities. But I have to practice the ERO, think positively that maybe that moment she needs someone to talk to. But I'm still waiting for her. So that disturbed me the whole day really, am I right? But I always tell myself this, everything happens for a reason. I'm okay with it. I still can control my emotion of that. I still come here happily with all of you. I still can listen to you with all your problems and so on. She will not affect me. So the very important thing is, if you want to walk into your office, some of you have suggested to me you want to do morning exercise. One of the ways to reduce your tension is to exercise. One of the ways to reduce your stress is to exercise. So wake up half an hour earlier. You don't need to go to the gym and do all the heavy weighting. Half an hour, if you can do a brisk walking, a small jogging, if you cannot jog so much, it's good enough for you to have a good day. So this is one of the things I have to tell you to do. If you can do yoga, meditation, go ahead and do. I don't do exercise in the morning. So how am I going to keep myself there? I do meditation. But meditation must be practiced. Sometimes you do, your mind is not clear, it may disturb you. So these are all the things that you must do in the morning to receive that positive energy so that the rest of your day will be good for you. You think about the best way that you want to do. But if you every time go to office, the work is 8:30, you get up at 8 o'clock, you are rushing for your shower, rushing for your breakfast, you run to the office, it will never be a good day for you. I repeat that. If you go to office at 8:30, you get up at 8 o'clock, you are rushing to go to the office, it always will not be a good day for you. Take half an hour earlier. Sleep less than half an hour give you a lot of benefit and make use of half an hour. So this is the module we're talking about, is using the law of attraction to attract positive energy for me to go to work every day, at least with a happy mood. But along the day, maybe a lot of things may come to you you cannot control. Remember what we learned, practice the ERO. How many of you actually heard about law of attraction or practice the law of attraction? Practice. Yeah. Okay, give me some example how you practice the law of attraction. I want to give you some evidence to strengthen your belief the law of attraction is within you, but not the environment. One example is like this. I have an auntie, she's already 70 years old, she's a nurse, right? Every year, she will go to the fortune teller to ask about her luck, whether good or bad for the year. So she will have a piece of paper, which one good luck, which one bad luck. Then she always will use a highlighter to highlight the bad one. Good one she never highlight. So what happened to her whole year? All the bad thing always happened to her. Good thing never happened. So she said, come nephew, let me take you to see the master. He can read your, can read your future. I can read future. I'm a tarot card reader. I read tarot card for people. So when she showed me the paper, I said, why you highlight all the bad thing? That one must be careful. Good one don't need to worry. So I told her, the master is no power. The power is in you. So I say, don't do it anymore. And she stopped doing it. Until now, already so many years, I didn't hear her to say whether she got bad luck or good luck. So who hold the power? I learned about reading tarot card for people. When I put the card on the table and look at you, I know you are already attracting your positive, negative energy. 99.9% of people who ask me to read tarot card, they already have a problem. Who will ask a tarot card when he's so happy? Crazy, isn't it? I'm so happy, nothing to ask. So when I put a tarot card in front of them, I say 3 questions for you. Relationship, career, or family, which one you want? Lady, always relationship. Guy, always career. Family, 50-50. So I say, close your eye, visualize your question, then I will open the card for you. But when I put a 3 card in front of me before I open, I say, what do you want to ask? She said, relationship. I say, about husband, wife, boyfriend, girlfriend, or what? I am a boyfriend. Okay, don't tell me already. When I open up the card, then I look at her again. She already told me her answer from her face, not the card. And my accuracy is 99.9%. Who got the power? Not me. They are the one who attract the energy. When you are not in a good mood, you will never pull a good card. So ladies and gentlemen, this is not what I say. We can look at those scientists. If you've got free time, go and find these 2 books to read. But I prefer this book, The Secret Life of Water. So look at Jack Canfield. The previous picture I showed you yesterday was younger, now overweight, never take care of himself. Right? So this guy is a scientist, is a Japanese scientist. So he went to do a research on water. They take the water from all the places. Then they talk to water. Crazy, you know? Like this is the water that you drink, they talk to the water. After they're talking to the water, then you see what happened to the water. So after you see the picture, you will know that don't simply waste water. So they take some water and they send the love to the water to say, you're so beautiful, you help us, you're the most wonderful thing in the world. And then they saw that the water shape is so beautiful. And then they use another water, right? I mean, this water sent love. They put under the microscope. Then they saw this. Then they take another bottle of water. Then they say, stupid water, you dirty nuts. And they see the shape is like this. How do you explain that? Water have life? This is what the scientists came up with the evidence, not me. So what are they telling us is, there's a kind of a power, we call it the divine power, that we do not know from where, but that is what you attract. Good people most likely attract good people. Bad people, very sure, they attract bad people. Like attract like. Let me ask you one more thing. There are some people, you look at them, no need to talk to them, you already don't like them, right? Do you have that experience?
Yes.
Right? Why? The person never talked to you, never worked with you, but look at their bloody face, You're like, chemistry cannot work. Then we go further into research. It's because the person's value and your value definitely crash for no reason. That's called the energy. In an organization, if your department has a leader like her, example, she's the one always scold people, she's the one very aggressive, this department energy will be very bad. Everybody work here will not belong. And then we have this table over here. She's a very friendly person, always positive thing to the energy in this department will be fantastic. That's why in Chinese, I do not know whether in Vietnam you'll do that or not. They have what they call a belief called the water and the mountain, feng shui, right? They say it's superstitious. For me, there's a certain scientific way of looking at it. In the environment of energy, is from us. So you want to be happy, don't you be happy? It is your choice. So that's what Jack Canfield said. If you seriously want to have a good energy every day, you have to start with asking first. Every morning when you get up, will you ask for a good day or you ask for a bad day? Sometimes you don't need to ask. Your mind will disturb you. Today is going to be a bad day because today got meeting with my boss. Then God already finished. That day is definitely going to be bad. Today I don't want to see my boss. Today I don't want to see my boss because I didn't do my job. Today you will see your boss. You go to the lift, your boss is standing there waiting for you. Oh shit. Every day never see you. I said, don't want to see him, he's right in front of me. Who attract who? You attract your boss. So ladies and gentlemen, ask is very important. I do a lot of asking every day. Every day I do a lot of mirror exercise. I ask, God give me a day with peace and love. Like today, even with that kind of unknown message, I still say, God, please give her what she needs. I seriously don't know how to help her, I don't know what's happening. Please give her the need. And now she didn't call me, I started to feel that maybe she already solved her problem. She doesn't need me. I think positively. And when I ask, the next thing I want to do is, I believe what I ask I will get. The last one is very more interesting. I will do the breathing exercise, say I will receive the good thing from me today. That's it. Ask, believe, and receive. I give you one secret of what I do. If I want to do something, like example, I just published my book this year in February. So last year, I started to write my book. You know, writing book is not easy. You can just write and then you throw away all the paper. For 1 month, you don't touch it. So I started to do what? I started to ask people for their support about my book. I asked them, I say, what do you think? Everybody encouraged me to write books. Okay? Then that motivated me. And I believe that I can do it now. And I set the goal for myself. 1 month, how many chapters I must finish? And today I'm talking to you, the book already published in February this year in the bookstore in the whole Malaysia. That's how it goes. You have your action commitment there. You need to ask whether that's going to happen to you. You need to believe it's going to happen to you. You need to receive the positive energy it's going to happen to you. Because I can tell you, nobody can help you with that. Yes, that's called the law of attraction. Everyone of you start to visualize and attract that Mr. Ganasan will see you tomorrow. No, better don't do that, huh? Asking for trouble. Next week, next week. Okay. So you see, during my whole life, when I started to work as a trainer, I started to ask myself, why do we want to let the European to train us? I want to train them. So I use my law of attraction. So in 2009, that's me. In 2009, I have my first session to give the training to the Embassy of America in Thailand. It's again a breakthrough for me. Stretch your limit, right? And started from there, I always tell myself, is my challenge is to train the foreigner. But I always attract myself that I want to go for this kind of training. So I was invited again by the Pearl Group to give a training for all your GM in Halong Bay. And they are all European again. Again and again is my breakthrough. Then I told myself that doing the training like this, I'm not satisfied. I want to go for public program, seminar. And the one that scared me is what happened to me in China. That I have 300 over people attended my program, and the program was conducted in Mandarin. A little secret for you, I do not know how to write a single word of Chinese. I was doing a 2-day program in Chinese. I remember that all my slides in English, a Chinese teacher teach me how to pronounce the word properly. And this is how I went through. So again and again, I have a lot of breakthrough. This is my doctorate. I just got it this year. And this is the book that I would like to give it to you if you can succeed in your challenge with me. Right? So if you want to have my book free, work hard for it. Okay? If you want to pay for my book, then you don't need to work hard. You can go online and buy. I have e-book for sale as well, right? But I don't want you to buy, I want to give it to you. So that is a challenge I want to give it to you. So I share with you all this is to let you know that if all these things can happen to me, it can happen to you.